Certainly, lots of people are acquiring new vehicles. Now, when you do, there is a specific time that you can use the DV or DP number plates. We have an authority from the Director of Vehicle Inspection and Registration with the DVLA. He's joined us in studio to give us some education on this particular topic. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon.
Now, is George Akom. He is the Director with the DVLA. Now, to start with, how serious is the issue of the number of people that use DV and DP number plates?
Yeah, the issue is widespread, and people are abusing it all over the place. So it's a matter of concern.
If you say abusing it, how do you mean?
Well, the DP and the DV plates are issued for some specific purpose.
Okay.
And it's also used for under certain conditions and with certain rules and regulations.
Right.
But along the way, things are not being done as expected.
Okay, help us understand what the DV stands for, when it can be used, and then what the DP stands for and when it can be used.
The two plates are temporal license plates. Mm-hmm. The DP is issued to vehicles that are being offloaded from the port or that have just been cleared by customs.
Okay.
From the port of entry, and that is valid for 14 days. Just 14 days.
Just
2
weeks. 14.
Yes. After the 14 days, if the vehicle does not acquire a permanent license plate or permanent registration number, if the vehicle has to be used subsequently for trading purposes or it has to go to the repair shop, then one has to acquire a DV plate.
Okay.
So there are these two
Those are the
distinctions.
differences. And
yes.
For how long can one use the DV plate?
Well, every DV plate lasts up to the end of the year, okay. That specific year.
Okay.
At the end of that year, that plate is no more valid.
All right. Now, we are told that a number of these plates have been used in criminal activities. How does that affect your work at the department, at the DVLA?
Well, it does affect us in several ways. One, it impacts on our regulatory job as well as on revenue. So, in all cases, we do have some concern. Yes.
Have you been able to find out why people seem to use these unlicensed number plates or vehicles for several months without registering? Could it be that there is too much bureaucracy at the DVLA offices, or people are just not willing to follow the laws laid down?
For every good process or good opportunity, there is bound to be some abuse. People have their own preferences. People also want to use it for other means. You know, as the law says, you cannot use a DP or DV plate to carry passengers or carry goods for hire or reward. Oh. But people want to avoid the cost of registration, and so they will hang on to the temporal or the DP or DV plate to carry out their normal business, which is not allowed by law. And again, people who want to hang on to the DP or DV plates until a new year comes when they want to acquire the first set of fresh license plates. Yes.
And why is that? And certainly this is not the first time you have gotten such a reason for people doing this.
Yes. We do not know the reason why people attach so much desire to wait until a new year or to run around using a temporary plate for a permanent business. Okay.
My last two questions would be, how has the collaboration between your outfit, that's the DVLA, and the Ghana Police MTTD been in chasing some of these persons?
We are in perfect collaboration levels. We do communicate a lot. In fact, we have the commander of the MTTD on the board of the DVLA.
Okay.
And for every issue, we do communicate. We do visit each other and discuss issues of mutual concern.
All right. And finally, what punitive measures are being put in place to at least get people to immediately register when the time lapses, when the time that they've been given is due?
Well, the action mostly lies with enforcement, in the line of enforcement, road use, where the police is visible and they are also acting to apprehend vehicle owners who misuse those plates. Because DVLA, as an agency, we work from our various offices to issue the plates, but the regulatory or the road enforcement is in the hands of the police. Where they have concerns, they contact us or we meet to discuss issues.
Would you agree to some of the public commentary that there should be probably just 6 months for people with the DV or DP number plates to register their vehicles or forfeit? Or, I mean, would you call for a review of the laws of the DVLA to cut down on because if someone can wait a whole year just to get a new number plate, I mean that, and you say that is of concern to you, what do you suggest?
Well, this calls for stakeholder consultation. I cannot sit here to make any broad suggestion as such. So it's a matter that will call for discussion from all angles. Yes.
Okay. All right. We've been speaking with George Akom. He's the Director of Vehicle Inspection and Registration at the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, DVLA. And if you've been following the news, yesterday about 800 vehicles were impounded with the DV and DP license plates, and the police says they are going to ensure that at least they get to the bottom of that. We are grateful for your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.